This was the homework. We did this. No one had questions in class on this. We did these in class. This in class. Now this is the one I just did. Want to make sure that you do additive inverse here, additive inverse there. Make sure that it's a -1, the invisible 1 right there. So that right here, if you do additive inverse plus -1, it's invisible 1. Okay, distribute, -3r, a negative times a negative is a positive 10. Okay, 3 plus, combine the 3 and the 10 is 13, plus -3r, 3r plus 13 on the other side. Always simplify first. You can always make 0 first too. There's people that make this -3 to both sides first, and that would work also. Okay, and I'll show you an example like that next. Get rid of the smallest coefficient, that is the number next to the variable, plus 3r here, add 3r there. Notice this equals to, right here equals to 6, not 0. Plus 13 equals to 13 on the other side. Okay, minus 13 to make 0, minus 13 also. 0 plus 6r is 6r, and on this side it's 0, but there's nothing to add, so you have to put 0 there. Divide by 6, therefore r is 0, because 0 divided by 6 is 0. One solution, and that solution is 0. Okay? And this one, a lot of you still may have trouble with. I always use the same name, but I'll change the position, what it says, because if I put a new word problem when I type, I mess up the names. So the scenario seems to be the same each time. I try to make a new one and then I mess up on the name, on where to place the names and stuff. So to avoid that type of mistake, I just use the same scenarios and just put, in this case I put Tommy gives baseball cards to 4 of his friends. You've heard of that one already. He gives Justin, you've heard Justin, but this has changed. 3 more cards than 3 times as he gives Michael, okay? So that, but the best thing to do is Justin is 3 more than, make sure you flip plus 3 times just as much as Michael, so 3 times Michael. We'll just put 3 times Mike. He gives Jesus a third of his card as he gave Justin. So Jesus gives Jesus a third, so 1/3 times. A third, a half, it's always times as many cards as he gives Justin. Okay. He gives Anthony 4 times as many as he gives Jesus. Anthony is 4 times Jesus. How many cards does Tommy give to each of his friends of Justin and Michael? Oh, here's where you guys may get confused. So far, how many cards? So here we don't have Mike. So Michael gets an X. Okay, how many cards do Tommy gives each friend of Justin and? So Justin plus Michael is the same amount. The same amount right here is equal to Jesus plus Anthony. So it's Justin plus Michael equal to Jesus. I'm using right here Jesus as Anthony. Notice I annotate. Make sure you annotate. Mark stuff in your reading as you're reading. Slow yourself down. Make sure you get it right. Okay, so Justin is 3 times Mike. Okay, let's go back here. Justin is 3 times Mike, and Mike is X. So I'm going to change the color. Put Mike as X, so Justin is 3X plus 3. So here I put 3X plus 3. I distribute that. 1 over X times 3 is 1X. 1 over X times this 3 is also a 1. Okay, Jesus. Anthony is 4 times Jesus, so it's X plus 1. Distribute that. I get 4X. Distribute that, plus 4. And then Mike is just X, okay? So Justin is 3X plus 3. Mike is just X plus X for Mike. Jesus is X plus 1. And Anthony is 4X plus 4. Okay? Alright. So you get 4X plus 3, 5X plus 5. And doesn't matter which one you make 0 to, but it's always easiest to make 0 to the smallest coefficient, the number next to the variable. 0 plus 3 is 3. 1x plus 5, you can't do anything, so you put 1x plus 5 here. Minus 5, minus 5. Oh my gosh, I made a mistake in my word problems. Okay, well, X is -2. That means Mike owed Tommy 2 cards. He made Mike give him back 2 cards. That's what it means. So Mike owes Tommy two cards. Okay. While Justin owes, it's a negative number, so they're owing. He didn't give his friend any cards. That was a lie. -2 goes here. Oops. So that gives you a negative. Justin owes, spelled Justin wrong, 3 cards. Unless I made some mathematical error. No, I did not. Jesus owes 2 cards. And Anthony owes a lot. Times a -3 minus, that's a -12 plus 4 is a -8. Okay? Alright. Circle's a step that's wrong. Then solve and state if it's one solution, no solution, or infinite solution. I would solve first. I know you guys, I want you to, well, in this case, I want you to look at here. Notice 5k and k, they did that first. See that? They got rid of the k first. They made 0. Now, in class, I would do minus 5k, right? Well, instead of putting it at the bottom, they're putting it on the side. Means the same thing. They make that equal to 0, and they minus the 5k here. That's a pot, right? Either way, they can write it 5 over 9k plus a negative 5k, which is same thing as a minus 5k, like that. They just switched it around, wrote that in front, knowing that's a minus 5k, same thing, negative and a minus means the same. Alright? So they got rid of the 5k first. You can always do that, make 0 first before you distribute. That's never a problem. You can always make 0 first. That leaves them this number right here. Okay? So that so far is correct. And then they times it by the least common denominator, right? You need to find multiply by the least common denominator. You want to get rid of the fraction. Times it by 6. No, the least common denominator is 9. So that's a mistake there. That's a mistake. And then they did that correctly. It's -4. Let's do this. Let's see. And then it made 40 equal to 0. That's bad. They can't make that number equal to 0. That's the wrong one. So that's wrong. They have to make one of this on this side. There's so many here. I mean, not that one, but one of this has 2 and that has 1. So you have to make one of these equal to 0, not this one. So that's where the mistake is too. Right here. And then, oh yeah, this is incorrect also. You can't, 16 divided by 32 is not 2. It's a half. It's a fraction. So they made 3 mistakes here. A lot. Hopefully it won't be you, because you'll get a 1 on a test if you didn't make that many error in steps. Okay, so let's do what they did. They made that equal to 0 first. You can always do that. Okay, you can always minus 5k here. Minus 5k. So that leaves you, I put the 5 on top. 5 becomes 4, and because these have denominator of 9, I put 9 over 9. Okay, that makes 5 whole. You see, that makes 5 whole. Minus that to 5 over 9. I get 4 and 4/9, which they got. They did it right, see? -4 and 4/9. K, the bigger number is negative, that's why it's negative. Equal to Additive inverse 2 over 3 negative 2k minus 4. I want to get rid of the fraction. The least common denominator is 9, so I'm going to multiply all of it by 9, times that by 9, and times that by 9. You cannot multiply with a mixed number. You have to make this improper. 36 plus 4 is 40. So on the side here, I do negative 40 over 9 times 9. Cross cancel. That gives me negative 40. K equals cross cancel. Gives me 3. That's negative 6. Parentheses 2k minus 4. Additive inverse. Okay, negative 40k equals to negative 12k positive 24. Minus 24. No, wrong one. You see? Notice? I notice it's wrong. This one doesn't have a k. I got rid of the wrong one. A lot of you do this and not recognize it, especially my regular students. You guys will recognize this, right? 12k that's 0 plus 24 is 24. That's a negative 28. Okay. Went really off from them. Correct? Yeah. That's add up to 40. Divide by negative 28. Divide by negative 28. K then equals to divide by 4 times 7 is 28. Divide by 4, so it's 6 over 7 negative. One solution. Okay? Now, okay, let's do this. Center of dilate triangle ABC. Point A as center of dilation and a scale factor of 2. So it's getting bigger. This is the center of dilation. So scale factor of 2. Its original is called a 1. So 1, 4 more is 2. And that's C prime. For A, 1, it takes 6 of them to make one whole. Okay. So you have to go 6, 3, 6 right there. That's B prime. Connect the dots. Love iPad. See how it straightened out my lines for me? That's it. I didn't ask for any coordinates, so I'm not going to write it. Dilate triangle ABC on the coordinate plane using origin 0, 0 as the center of dilation and a scale factor of a half. Okay, so center of dilation is a 0, 0. It's like a projector, okay? It's projecting out. So when you're projecting out with scale factor a half, you divide by all of them by 2. So I'm going to write it on the side. A prime is 2, 2. B prime is 4, 6. Divide by 2 on each one. Divide this by 2 is 6, 2. And graph that. Make it bigger. Okay, 2, 2 right there. Oops. Nope. Okay. 2, 2 right there. And B is 4, 6. 4, 6 right there. And C is 6, 2. right there. Did it ask me to label it anything? Nope, it did not. So I'm just going to, well, you know what? I need to label it anyways for my sake. A, uh-oh, too big. Nope. A, B, C. Okay, connect them. Then you have a ruler at home, so connect all the A's together with dashed lines showing it's projecting the image. Put all the B's together. Oh, not quite straight. C together. Right there. 10. Same thing, dilation of 0, 0. Origin's right here. Scale factor of 1/2. That means you divide all of them by 2. It's easier for me to write A prime is 4, 5. B prime is 5, 9. C prime is 8, 5. And then graph it. A, 4, 5. B is 5, 9. C is 8, 5. That doesn't look right. That's 8 because it's 8, 4. Why won't it go back? Right there. C, A, and B. Oops. Make the triangle. Oh, anyways. And then do the projection by dashed lines. You have a ruler at home, I hope. Or a straight edge will work. Do it by hand is okay. Here, dilation, triangle ABC on the coordinate plane using point A to 1 as a center. Oh, that's not a projection anymore. So this is the center of dilation and a scale factor of 3. Okay, so scale factor of 3. So this is called 1 scale factor right here. Oh, that's too thick. That is 5 little boxes. So you have to go 5. I'll use another color. That's scale factor of 1. Scale factor of 2. Okay, another 5. Scale factor of 3. There we go. And we do scale factor of 1 here. Scale factor of 2. And next one, scale factor of 3. And then there. This is C prime. This is B prime. Connect the dots. There we go. And then that's it. They didn't ask you to label anything or no, this is going to be a reduction. And I think we'd start this in class. If you didn't copy it, dilation of ABC coordinate plane using point as a center of dilation and a scale factor of 1/3. That means you count from center of dilation right here to this point. And there are, how many there? I think 15. 15, and then because it's 1/3 times 15, which is then it's 5 scale factor. And count 5 for each one. 1, Oh. Uh-oh. Need to make it smaller. 5. That's the scale factor of a third right there. 2/3 would be right here. And then 3/3, notice it's 5 each time. 3/3 is 1 whole, so a third is right there. And from that point to, from A to C is 12. If you count all the boxes, it's 12. You divide that by 3, notice it's 4. 1, 2, 3. 3/3 or 1 whole. So a third would be right here. Oh, too big. Third would be right there. That's a third. Scale factor of a third. And that's your answer there. Label it though. It helps if we see it B prime, C prime. Okay, that's it.